Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited to finally be doing a video about something that I love. I literally love dance so much, and my dog is on my bed. But I've been dancing since I was about 2. My first recital was in 2003, and I'm going to go through some of my pairs of pointe shoes. Some that I love, some are okay, and some that I just don't like. I have about 4 or 5 pair, and then I'm going to compare them to my current pair of pointe shoes. And I just love pointe so much. So yeah, that was a really long intro, and I need to change the battery because my battery light is flashing. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts for this video because it is 10:40 at night. And I don't know, I'm not very tired, so I thought what better to do than film a video about one of my favorite things on planet Earth. Okay, let's get into it. So we have moved to my floor. I typically just kind of stand in first position, do some releves, and go up over. So just do a little bit of like rolling your ankles, just stuff like that. You can use a TheraBand, whatever you'd like. So let's just go ahead and start with my very first pair. So this is my very first pair, and obviously when you wear your very first pair, you wear little like pads, like gel pads, but I haven't worn those. I haven't worn those for my past few shoes, so I don't know. I'm just gonna tape a little bit. Usually, like, I don't know if you can see from this far away, but typically with pointe, you don't want any white on your toenails at all because it'll just make it uncomfortable. But my toenail clippers are in my mom's room, and since it is almost 11 at night, she is sleeping, and I'm not going to go wake her up. So all I have done is just put 3 little strips of tape right on my little areas that tend to rub. They are super lightweight, and the shank is totally gone. I didn't mark it right and left. I could just tell by the way that it bent. This is left. I always leave my little drawstrings out because I feel like I don't dance as well when they're in. I'm just going to slip my foot if I can even get it in. Look at how bad that elastic is torn, like it's supposed to be down there. But wow, they fit still, because my feet haven't grown since I was literally in 5th grade, and I think I started pointe when I was in 6th. I may have been in 7th, I don't know, I can't remember. But yeah, they're not comfortable, surprisingly. I obviously can't do anything in them because the shank is super broken, and I danced with them like that for the longest time because I didn't know that, like, okay, when I stand up, they're super uncomfortable. I didn't know that the shanks were broken. So here's Demi. Ow, I hate this. I hate this. Ow, it hurts. Wow. I have to like hold on to this wall right here to like get up. That's super uncomfortable. What was I thinking? Like, why did I like these shoes? My thoughts were not as good as I remember. If you aren't a dancer, what you do when you get your first pair of pointe shoes, you go to a fitting, just like you would go to like a wedding dress fitting, and you would kind of, not really, but a little bit similar. You would try on a bunch of different styles of shoes till you find one that you like. And why is there? Oh my god, that's literally disgusting. Oh my god. I was using a super liquidy foundation today, and I put it over my ear, and my ear itched and it felt wet. There was foundation in my ear. You go and you try on a bunch of different styles, and the lady is a professional, so she will tell you what looks best on your feet, and then you will choose out of those what feels best, what looks the best, what's the most comfortable, that kind of thing. This next pair, sorry, they're like all bundled. So these are the Sulfic brand. I genuinely do not know how to say their brand. It's like S-U-F-F-O-L-K, Sulfic. Sulfic? I don't know. These are the Spotlights, which each brand will have like different styles. So these, I think I have marked. Yes, these I marked. These ones have a full shank. I remember liking these. This is going to be painful to go up on point. I'm not even going to tuck it. I remember really liking these shoes because I felt like I could do a bunch of stuff with these shoes and I felt comfortable in them. There's a lot of space and it's going to hurt like ridiculous amounts to go up, so you're welcome. So this is me up. They are not uncomfortable. I definitely wouldn't mind going back to this shoe if I needed to for some random reason. So yeah, I genuinely really enjoyed these shoes, and I got a lot more advanced when I wore these shoes. I was improving, I was able to do more things. This next pair is the same brand. So these are Spotlights and they are very similar. It's just one has a 3/4 shank and one has a full shank, which basically means that the shank isn't as long. So I'm just going to put these little babies on. So these shoes, I liked them because I'm not wearing anything in them. Yeah, I'm like sinking really bad. These shoes were nice. I liked that I got more flexibility in the shank, and I wore these after the Stellars. Alright, so this is the very last pair that I'm going to try on besides my pair that I'm in now. Don't get me wrong, these are a great shoe. I just felt like they weren't the best for me. These are the Russian Point brand Bravos or Brava, something of that sort. I honestly am going to get rid of these shoes after I'm done filming this video, most likely, because here's why. The box, I'll talk as I'm putting them on. The box is super soft. The lady that was fitting me was like in training, so I don't really feel like she knew completely what she was doing, and she gave me these shoes and I was like, I don't like them, I don't like them, I don't like them. And I told her multiple times, like, I don't like these shoes, can I just go back to my Spotlights? And she was like, no, like, trust me, these shoes look the best on your feet and you'll get better and your feet will get stronger and you'll get more used to wearing a more advanced shoe, because I think that it's better for you to wear a more advanced shoe, and etc, etc, etc. So she convinced me to get these shoes. I slid them in the car on the way home. This other girl from my studio got Russians around the same time that I did, and she complained all the time and was like, I absolutely hate them. And I just feel like it just, not the shoe for me. The shanks aren't broken. Like, they're perfectly fine. Like, I would go in class and we'd be working on pirouettes, and like, I would literally do like releve holds because I was like terrified that I was gonna twist my ankle or I was gonna break something. And point is a mental thing. It's just kind of like in cheer or like gymnastics when you're 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old and your cheer coach or tumbling instructor or whatever tells you to throw a back handspring. You're not going to be scared like, oh, I could potentially tear my ACL, break my wrist, do this, do that, because you're young and you don't know, and you just are, I don't know. And so I wore lamb's wool, and see, my foot is driving into the bottom of, like, the top of this shoe right now. The shanks aren't broken, but like, I don't know. I don't like them. Literally at all, they are terrible. Not bashing on Russian Point brand. Like, it has nothing to do with them personally. It's just this style of shoe did not work out for me. So this is my current pair. I am going to put on these today, even though I don't always wear them, but I'm going to put them on today because my toenails are long and it will be uncomfortable to do anything without these on today. If my toenails were cut, I would not wear these little guys. I haven't worn these in a class yet. So these are the Minden Sculpted Fit. They are amazing. They gave me the second to hardest shank because the hardest shank that they had, they didn't have in my size. And the difference between Gainer Minden and every other brand is that Gainer Minden is a plastic shank, which for all of you non-dancers, that is basically the sole of the shoe, and that is this part. See how this is like a cloth material and like this is like wood? It's because the sole of the shoe is a plastic. These are them. They're so amazing. They aren't broken in yet. I haven't taken a class in them. I definitely am going to need to do some breaking in before. They are very slippery on the top, so I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have to cut off the top. But, I mean, I love them. They are amazing and beautiful and so good. So I'm going to definitely be improving a ton with some new ones. Alright guys, I'm sorry if this video was boring. I don't really know. I feel like if you aren't a dancer, then you probably won't be watching this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. I ain't been getting high, well maybe a little, baby, I don't wanna lie.